Game.
Nice play on the drop shot, just wide, and that gets Greyling on board. She levels things at 1 game apiece.
And it's game on.
Yeah, it's a big moment for both these young ladies. What an opportunity to play for a national championship.
Definitely.
Very determined, Lenae Greyling on that close-up.
15 love.
And with this being her last tournament, the under-18 ones, I'm sure she's going to want to give it her all.
Yeah, that is such a great way, potentially, for her to finish her junior career with a national title.
What a high year.
Absolute brilliant tennis.
Beautiful.
Absolute brilliant tennis. Lenae Greyling just dominating off the baseline, and huge respect for Gouw's defensive skills. Just keeping that ball in play and forcing Greyling to hit another big ground stroke.
Beautiful.
Just losing that toss to the right, and that forces her to come around the outside. A lot of side spin, and the ball just keeps traveling. And yet another double fault. Again, there you can just see the focus of Greyling as they give us a nice close-up. Very determined. And first small opportunity at 15:30. You can see Greyling desperately looking up to the chair umpire, but unfortunately that one just long. 30 all.
And that's Mr. Greyling there.
Just know how nervous he is right now, Owen. Oh, that is a beautiful shot by Gous.
That's a beautiful shot.
They had a bit of a slice battle early where they were tempting each other to come to net, but no one took the bait. And in the end, it was Gous that could unleash the big ground stroke, and an opportunity for her to take a 2-1 lead. Yeah, well done. Not enough on that second serve, and Greyling just taking the opportunity to unleash the forehand return, and does so very successfully. Powerful young player, Owen.
She is.
Yeah, you could see just not enough on that serve, set up nicely, and she made Gous pay. A lot of pressure on this second serve now.
Advantage, Gous.
That's unfortunate. That's an unforced error that she'll not be happy with.
I'm sure Nadia would want to close this game down now.
Yeah, I can see it's a good rally Both of them just working each other around the court and looking for depth, and this is the one she'll not. She had a lot of time. She was in position early.
Use.
Yeah, just too much on that cross court, and you could see the call by Greyling.
Just missed the line.
Just missed it, and confirmed by the chair umpire. So we're back to deuce. We see Rian Venter, coach there to Nadia Gous, just keeping a watchful eye.
Advantage, Greyling.
Maybe these girls are pushing each other.
Yeah, and that's an important point. This affords Greyling a break point opportunity. See if she can pick up the first break.
The first break of the match.
Yeah. Get her on the front foot and maybe take control of the momentum of this match. And the second serve opportunity for her to try and attack.
Game, Greyling. Greyling
She had
leads
to
by
go
2
after
games
that
to
second
1.
serve.
First set.
That's a happy father there, Owen. Very happy with the way that's turned out. And again, that forehand return that she pulls back up the line. Very effective, especially on break point. And it's the local girl, Lene Greyling, that picks up the first break. She leads 2 games to 1. Let me take a look at some of the early stats, and you can just see Lene Greyling with a 60% first serve percentage, and she's winning 67% of those serves going in, and that's why she's got the slight edge, a little more pressure on the Gous serve. She'd like to up that service percentage. You can see the total points. It's Greyling that's just edging ahead 12-9, and hence the break sits with the local, and she now has the opportunity to consolidate the break. She serves 2 games to 1.
Wait, please.
And I'm sure both girls will be worried about the number of unforced errors there, Mikey.
Yeah, Owen, that is a number that they'd like to keep down, and you just have to guess that it's early nerves. They'll settle down, and hopefully a few less unforced errors.
15 love. $15 all.
You can just see Greyling wears her emotions on the sleeve. You can see the disappointment in her face, missing that regulation ground stroke. Gous, on the other hand, a little more neutral, not showing much to her opponent.
Not much to give away.
Oh, what a wonderful
30,
point.
15.
That's a beautiful rally, man.
Oh, and these girls are playing like they have no dinner reservations. I mean, this could go on forever. What a wonderful rally by both girls. And then in Greyling almost jamming Gous with a body forehand, if there is such a thing. I'm not sure if there is, but you'll see it here. They were working each other around the court. And right here, it's almost like she's jamming her.
That's a beautiful,
Best point of the match so far.
beautiful match to watch. There we go with another double fault from Lene.
Yeah, that hurts. I mean, she just played a wonderful point. She comes out on top and then she just hands the point back with
And that
a
happens.
double fault. And that must be hard on the mental side of things. But she's hanging in there. It's 30 all. Both these girls are off to a good start and they're really pushing each other to the limit.
Yeah.
Out. 30, 40.
Just an update, camera 1, both lenses there.
Point for Nadia.
Yeah, and it's a big opportunity for her to break straight back and not allow Greyling to get on the front foot. Well, that's another double fault that is going to lose.
Close.
That service game, unfortunate. You
all.
can see she's not happy with that
She is
effort.
not taking it simple.
As we said, she wears her emotions on her sleeve. You know exactly what she's thinking, and she is not exactly happy with herself right now.
No.
Nonetheless, 2 games all.
10,
no
2
harm
games
done.
all.
They've both got off to a decent start. 1 break apiece, and it's almost like they can now start settling into their rhythm and start enforcing those game plans that they discussed with their coaches prior to the match.
And I'm sure both girls will want to hold their serves now.
Love 15.
Well, that's 3 in a row for the 2 of them, Owen. They're working on a bit of a streak here. They're going to have to get those nerves sorted out. And I know that both girls can feel that it's a nervy start and you want to take control. But at this stage, the serves are not settling down as they would have wished.
I thought by now the girls would have come down now.
We've lost picture in commentary. It's back, thank you.
Love 30.
Yet another double fault from Nadia.
We're down in commentary again. No problem. Check. Going live. Yeah, that's a pity for Gous. She got
40.
off to a couple of big ground strokes there, and she was starting to dictate the point. A lot of credit to Grayling for her defensive game, using the slice nicely just to change the spin and the type of ball that she's showing Gous.
And now we've got a triple breakpoint.
Yeah, that's where those double faults now really hurt, and all of a sudden you're at love 40. Pictures back. And that's what you call a soft break, Owen. She's not going to be happy with the way that she's just kind of handed the game to the lady in picture. Grayling is loving it, but Gous will not be happy. Grayling picks up her second break of the match. She leads 3 games to 2. Yeah, Owen, at this stage, both girls have a lot to think about. They obviously nervous, we've seen that. They haven't quite settled down just yet. In picture we have Lene Grayling, and I'm sure she'd be happy to go up 3-2, but she would also like to kick in on her game plan, and both girls need to serve better, and I think that's going to be the focus going forward in this match.
Definitely. And I think Lene will have to take the lead now and try to consolidate the lead into making it 4-2. But however, Mike, I'm not sure if it's only me, but I'm struggling to read Nadia's body language. Can't get the emotions.
And I think that's her whole plan. She's not showing too much to her opponent. You can't see if she's down on herself or whether she's excited. So she's going with an ice woman look.
Yeah.
That's the look you're going to see right there, and that's all she shows you. Grayling serves a 3-2, and she would like to
15
consolidate. There's a saying in tennis, Owen, that you've only broken serve after you've held serve.
Yes.
And we know that big saying. She's managed to do the first part. She now needs to hold serve. She starts with a very good first serve on the first point, 15 love. That was a powerful return by Gous. Not the worst serve that Grayling has landed today, but the return was high quality, high pace, and great depth. It's a deadly cocktail.
Yeah. And I like that both girls are big hitters. That's a beautiful return there from Nadia. Having a mini break.
Grayling must be thinking that every time she lands a big serve, Gous comes up with a big return. So I guess the strategy would be don't serve so well.
Did that miss the line?
Just missed the line.
It's called out. And that's a double fault from Lene Grayling.
Yeah, the double fault count is a little bit too high for both these girls.
And she's facing another break point. Can Gous break here?
Game, Gous, 3 games all. First set.
You can see it's almost like every time someone takes control of this match, they then lose confidence, and then it swings back the other way. And it's been that way 1-all, 2-all, 3-all, and every time it looks like someone's going to take control, but they haven't managed to do that.
Yeah, there's that break.
think this is an opportunity for Gous to try and get ahead. She's lost her serve a few times, and if she can hold serve here at 3-all, I think she'd be really happy about that. Tell you what, they're traveling around this court. They're going to get Voyager miles here, Owen.
That's big play there from Lene.
They're using their angles well, and both these girls are covering the court well.
Definitely.
Other than the serve, I think the quality of the match has been good. I think if they can raise their serving games, this should turn into a classic.
It's good to watch, Mike.
Just see Greiling trying to get around the backhand and hit those inside-out forehands and really push Gous into the backhand corner, eventually drawing the unforced error. And again, just a slight opening at 15:30.
There's that mini break.
It's just pity you don't get points on the board for those mini breaks, Owen. You've got to go all the way. So that 15:30 right back to 30-all, and it's almost like she had an opportunity there on the inside-out forehand, but she couldn't execute.
What a shot from
40-30.
Nadia Gous there.
That reminded me a little bit of Iga Swiatek. Absolutely just nailing this. Watch the footwork. Works the point heavy off the baseline, and then she gets an opportunity. And there it is. Runs around it and just rips the inside out forehand.
She was very patient with that one. Deuce time.
Yeah, another opportunity there for Gous. She worked the point beautifully, finally got the ball that she was waiting for. She's worked Greiling around the court. And she gets into a positive position, ready to attack, and then unforced error.
First fault. Out. Advantage.
That one is called out. We've got now advantage. Gous.
Yeah, I just love the facial expressions by Greiling. You can just see the utter disgust in that effort of her return.
Deuce.
It missed the line.
Again, Nadia Gous dictating, and it's Greiling on the defense, just getting every ball back, and finally when you think that Gous is on the front foot and she has opened the court, she misses the final ground stroke. Back to deuce.
Advantage. Gous.
Yeah, we've had the umpire there calling advantage Gous.
Yeah, and Gous probably knows that if she can hold serve, she can put a lot of pressure on Grayling. She's managed to break back twice, and it's about holding serve now. If you can hold serve first, there'll be a lot of pressure on the opponent. So a big opportunity for Gous.
Will Grayling go after that second serve?
Use.
Oh,
It's been the pattern, Owen, that in this game, Nadia Gous has really dominated some of the rallies. And every opportunity she's had, she's missed the final ball. On the flip side, Grayling's defense has been very good.
yeah, Grayling's defense has been tops, but I'm sure it must head for Nadia after setting up the point nicely. Just when she has to finish and she missed the line.
It's going to wear on you over time. It's fine if it happens once or twice, but that was the third one in this game that she's dictated and then comes up empty-handed.
Advantage, Grayling.
That unforced error is going to bring up a big break point for Grayling. She's managed to stave off 3 game points so far. Now she has a break point of her own.
Will we see another break?
Use.
Not yet, Owen.
Back to deuce.
Maybe we should send a message that you have dinner reservations. These two ladies are not playing to your dinner reservation plans. What a long rally. That was beautiful.
Advantage.
This
Gous.
time around, it was Grayling that set up the point nicely, and she went around the backhand to hit the inside-in winner and hits it too long. And now it's Gous with a game point.
Oh, what a shot from Nadia there.
Game Gous.
Closing out the game.
Gous leads by 4 games to 3. First set.
So, and that was a massive arm wrestle for the Gous serve. In the end, with a little bit of help from Grayling, Nadia Gous gets across the line. And for the first time, she leads on serve, 4 games to 3.
Now, Mike, I'm sure Lene Grayling will feel the pressure now to hold a serve.
Well, you can see that the lady in pictures now managed to hold serve, and as you said, that now puts all the pressure because they've been breaking each other back and forth. And normally you wait to see who can break first. In this case, it was to see who could hold first.
Yes.
And Nadia Gous manages to do that, and that should put her in a strong position. Just looking at those numbers again, we can see the serve percentages are creeping up towards the 60% mark. That's where we want to be. We want to be above 60%, maybe 65%. And you can see Lene Grayling more effective behind her first serve when she does make that first serve. Unforced errors, Owen said it earlier, it's quite close, but it's too many. There's already 42 unforced errors, and they've played 7 games. So that's 6 per game. That's too many. And they will want to cut down on that as the match progresses. They're slowly settling down. The rallies have been of high quality once the ball is in play. So we expect to see the unforced error count become less as we go further into this match. All the pressure is on the number 2 seed. It's Lene Grayling who will serve 3-4.
That first serve is white.
15 love.
And Mike, to your point earlier, I think besides the double faults, the girls are playing really, really good tennis. They're really pushing each other.
Yeah, there's been a high quality of second serve returning. There's been great ground strokes. They're both trying to dictate with that forehand, trying to hit inside-out forehands and get into the opponent's backhand. And there's a good example. A great
love.
first serve, and that'll change the whole nature of this match once these girls start serving better. They're quite tall, so I'm expecting that once they start making their first serves, we'll see a lot of winners because those serves are quite powerful.
Yeah.
Up 30 love, you don't want to give away a
30-15.
point that easily. Just brings your opponent back into the game. Such a big difference between 40 love and 30-15.
You would want to close the game, yeah.
That's a
Oh,
superb
what a
return.
shot.
We were just commenting on how good they are
30
returning.
all.
That's a beautiful shot down the line.
Not easy going down the line. Remember, it's the higher part of the net and it's the shorter part of the court. But Goos absolutely to perfection on that occasion. You could see Greiling making no secret of what she thinks about it. 30 all.
Out. Ball is out there. 40-30.
Yeah, the umpire just confirming that it was long. So it's a point to Lene Greiling. She made the call. You'll see these players, because they're no line umpires, the players do call some of the lines themselves, and the umpire then obviously overrules if she feels that it's an incorrect call. In that case, the umpire very quick to confirm that the ball was long, and it sets up a game point for Lene Greiling.
Oh, nicely worked there by Greiling.
Game, Greiling.
4 games all.
First
So all of a sudden they're holding serve, Owen. As we said, they'll settle down, they'll get better, and both girls now will get confidence from the fact that they've held serve. Now we're at the business end of the set. 4 games all, no place to hide, Owen. You get it wrong now, your opponent will have an opportunity to close out the set.
I'm sure both will look for opportunities to close out the set.
That is superb play by
15
Goos. That
love.
forehand's working overtime. See her run around that backhand. She hit 4 consecutive forehands, 2 from the inside out and then 2 cross courts from the forehand corner. And again, Greiling, just defense is so tough. That is a lovely change of play by Greiling. That's the first drop shot we've seen. And it's not a bad tactic, because both these girls are hitting big off the baseline. And watch the opponent behind the baseline. Closest behind the baseline. And that gives her the opportunity to say, now's a good time. And if you can play that drop shot when your opponent is behind the baseline, that leaves them a lot of ground to cover.
It's all about execution.
Yeah.
You 15.
You can see Greiling again not happy with her effort on that return. It's been a power play for her.
All.
That's as much as you're going to get out of Nadia Gous. Maybe just a little hand that kind of gestures that what was that, but not nearly as demonstrative as Greiling in picture.
It's like she couldn't decide on that shot.
Yeah, she was in between shots.
(30-40).
As you said, they're indecisive on the previous shot. That uncertainty taken forward into a double fault, and all of a sudden you're opening the door.
And she looks unsettled now.
Yeah, and a big opportunity for Greiling. She manages to convert this break point. She has an opportunity to serve for the first set. I love that. Greiling wrong footing her opponent. On break point, she comes up with the goods. And it's the number 6, the number 2 seed who takes control of this first set with a wonderful wrong footing forehand. And she leads this opening set 5-4.
And it started with that big return serve. She worked it nicely. And Mike, amongst the spectators here, I've seen the Tennis South Africa president, Mr. Gavin Crooks.
Yeah, I had the privilege of having a quiet little coffee with him this morning. He's in good spirits, and saw him up in Pretoria yesterday at the $60,000 US. So there's a lot of traveling between us, and yeah, we meet up again
And
this
here
morning.
you go again.
He's in good spirits, and had a few meetings with different people while the rain was coming down. So that was probably the one benefit. They had time to speak. And it's always nice to see that the representatives of TSA are just not sitting in a high-towered office, but they come down to the ground and they come and speak to all the different stakeholders, the players, the coaches, and of course, like yourself, with the administrators down in the provinces. So always nice seeing Mr. Gavin Crooks at our event. 5-4, an opportunity to close out the first set. Not the way she wanted to start, Owen.
Not the start she wanted, definitely not.
It just adds extra pressure, but you know she's going to be nervous trying to serve this out. This is a big opportunity. Oh, there's a touch of luck, and now you're going to see her tell us all about it. She's going to show us exactly how she feels about that. Nadia, on the other hand, is just ice woman. You know, these things happen. Get over it.
Just unlucky there for Greiling.
Well, that bit of luck gets us to love 30. Yeah, that was a nice play. She took her time there, hit 1 or 2 good shots, and the defensive play by Gous was brilliant, but that didn't get Greiling off kilter. She stayed patient. Important point at love 30.
She's fighting her way back now.
Out. Out. Gyro's out. 30 all.
That was a close call, and it was called out.
Yeah, you can just see the coaches and spectators down on that baseline, out of camera shot, just having a quick discussion as everyone weighs in with their opinion. No, it was in. No, it was out.
Beautiful second save there from Geling.
Yeah, it was a quality serve. And just like that, she
30,
turns
30.
love 30 into a set point. For the second time this game, Owen. Can you believe it? Tell you what,
Yes.
Nadia Gous, maybe after the first set, needs to just run off and grab a lotto ticket.
Yes.
Well, this time it was the drop shot
Gous.
played by Greiling, and I thought a decent drop shot. Gous very patient, just picks it up, pushes it deep into the backhand corner, and then covers the net. And all of a sudden, we have a break point to level things at 5-all. That's how you deal with a
Yes.
break point.
That's how you come back.
You just drop the bomb straight down the tee, Owen.
Beautiful serve.
Nice little body serve. You could see
Advantage.
how Gous was trying to
Greiling.
run around it, but she got herself jammed. And in that process, you'll see the ball just veer off to the right. And that serve just kept swinging into the body of Gous. And that
And
good
it's
serve is
doing it.
rewarded with another set point.
I hope she won't get the nerves get the better of her.
Use.
What a time to have a double fault.
Yeah, there is no good time, but that especially is a bad time, Owen. Set point, double fault. Gladly
sure now-
accepted.
Nadia Gous will feel like she's got a chance to break.
Well, that is unfortunate
Advantage,
because
Gous.
Greiling had several opportunities to finish that point. Not able to do so, and Gous somehow finds herself with a second break point.
Out. Game. Gous.
And it's called
5
long.
games all. First set.
Yet another break.
Yeah, it was a combination of unforced errors and 2 lucky net chords. But the lady in picture, Nadia Gous, does not really care. She picks up the break, and we are all square
And ready
at
to
5
go.
games apiece.
Love 15.
so important to do well in the first 2 points of your service game to try and get on the front foot, and unfortunately both these girls often get themselves at love 15, and that just creates extra pressure.
And I'm sure it will work on the confidence as well.
100%.
Out. 15 all.
She went for it. She saw an opportunity to go inside in on the forehand. Just overcooked it a touch.
$15.30.
A big hit there from Grayling.
Yeah, she's had a few issues with this inside in, and especially off the slice. So the slice is going to shoot through the surface and come onto you a little quicker. You see it right here. She tries to get around it. There's an opening down the line, but she can't control it as that ball just shoots onto her off the Goos slice.
What a shot.
40-30.
You could see her set that up, and once the line was open, she took her chance. Thread the needle down the line. Just look at this. Half an opportunity deep beyond the baseline. And there she is moving forward and takes the opportunity. Well, there we go, Owen. There's one back. She would probably be quick to tell you that that's only one of the two that she owes me. But at least one of the credits have been repaid. That's a lovely wrong footing forehand, going back behind her opponent.
It's advantage Grayling.
Well, just like that, Owen, she was up 40-love, and we are now back to deuce.
Grayling leads by 6 games to 5.
So Grayling just fighting her. Nope. Game.
Yet another break. 6 games on.
6-5 it is.
Yes, 6-5. 6-5. 6-5, guys. I believe it's Grayling, but just double check it before. Should be 6-5 Grayling.
Well, it's been a long set, Owen. Both these girls have had opportunities to kind of crack it wide open. But we've got down to 6-5 in the opening set. All to play for. That is beautiful play, setting up the cross court. Gave her the opportunity to go down the line, opening up the target down the line, and executes to perfection. And again, Owen, quickly, love 30 on serve. Both these girls struggling to get ahead in their service games early.
A mini break yet again for Nadia House.
A superb sliding serve, the can opener.
That's a good comeback.
And a good time for it too at love 30. Those free points are worth gold right now. Oh, that's brilliant.
Beautiful.
Good serve and then wrong footing her opponent.
And it's 30-all.
$40-30.
And we've got 40-30 for Lene Greling and a set point. And yes, it's a set.
First set, Greling. 7 games to 5.
Well, it's taken a long time for her to take control of this match. We saw it all the way to 5-all, and it's finally Greling that manages to take control. Picks up the break at 5-all, and she's managed to close it out. And it's the number 2 seed, Lene Greling, the local girl, takes the first set, 7 games to 5. Well, it was Lene Greling that just left the court for a comfort break. Probably just an opportunity for her to digest everything that's happened in the first set, take a little bit of time, slow things down. But she's back on court and we are ready for an exciting second set.
We're good to go for the second set. And I'm sure Nadia Husu would want to settle in and also have a good start, give herself a chance.
Can I put you on the spot here, Owen? What do you think? Is this where Greyling now takes charge and she's a little more relaxed winning the first set? Or is this where Gous comes back and forces a 3-setter?
I think this is where Gous will have much better way of dealing with nerves, coming down and have a good start to the second set.
Yeah, that's a good answer. You don't really commit going against your local favorite here. But good answer it is. Nadia Gous now has nothing to lose. Lene Greyling, on the other hand, know that she's one set away from winning the national championship. So the nerves should hang around. Gous will serve first in the second set. And as we've said throughout this match, it's important to get off to a good start.
Yes.
And let's see if she can do that.
Let's
Second
play.
set, Gous serves. Yeah,
Love
that is a
15.
weak backhand slice. She played such a good rally, and all of a sudden the feet just came to a standstill, and it was a weakish slice. But again, draws the unforced error, and love 15.
And you could see that she's not happy with herself. She's not making things easy for herself.
Yeah, it's tough when you're always starting your service game at love 15, love 30, 15, 30. You're always serving from a position of pressure. Be nice just to get ahead once in a while.
Yeah.
Out.
And there we go. We've seen it so
Love
many
30.
times, Owen. Love 30. First game of the second set, it's love 30.
First fault.
0-0 in the second set.
It's a beautiful ace there.
It was out. First fault.
And it's been called out.
That is a beautiful inside-out
15,
forehand,
30.
and we see that that's one of her strengths. Great shot. Yeah, I loved her footwork on that one, Owen. She got around the backhand nicely, gave herself enough space to unleash the inside-out forehand.
And she went for
created
it.
an angle,
Yeah.
and at a very important time as well.
Out. 15-40.
Well, break points straight off the bat.
Here we go.
This is an ideal start for Greyling after winning the first set. She'd love to pick up a break early in the second.
Out.
Little deep on that
What was
backhand
that?
drive.
30-40.
Gous manages to save one of two break points.
And I'm sure this is where now Gous would want to rely on a big serve to get herself back into the game.
Well, that's going to give her the
Game,
break that she was
Greyling.
looking for. It's the number
First
2
game,
seed
second
that
set.
after winning the first set
First set,
7-5,
Greyling.
Lene Greyling manages to break in the first game of the second set. She leads 1-love. This should be a boost for her confidence, Owen.
Definitely she'll think that she's got a chance. If she holds now, Nadia will feel the pressure.
Yeah, it's probably the biggest service game for her right now in terms of momentum. If she can consolidate this break and go up 2-love, she'll really feel like she's large and in charge.
And for the first time, I think I saw a smile from Lene.
Are you sure, Owen? Are you sure, Owen? She mustn't smile. That'll bring rain again. Yeah, even Lene Greiling at this stage can relax just a little bit, afford a little smile of satisfaction.
Yes.
I'm sure it won't last for too long. She'll be refocused in a second. But nice to see these two ladies in the final giving their best. Greiling serves. 1-love.
Love 15.
Not a good start from Greiling with the double fault.
Yeah, this has been the biggest problem for both these ladies, are those first 2 points. We keep talking about them, but both these girls find themselves behind on their own serve more often than not. And as we said, love 30, there we go.
First fault. $15.30.
Well, that is an opportunity gone for Gous. At love 30, she was again in control of that rally and just over-firing the ground stroke. 15.30.
$30
Very all it is.
7-5 to Greiling. So 7 to Greiling, 5 to Gous. 1 to Greiling, 0 to Gous.
$40.30.
That's a big serve there from Lene Greiling. Setting herself 40-30 up. Mikey, she fought her way through from love 30 to 40-30 now.
Game Greiling.
That is a
Greiling
big
leads
comeback
by
from
2
love
games to
30,
love.
and we spoke about
Second set,
momentum.
and 1 set to love.
To now go up 2 love after being love 30 and winning the first set, you have to believe that the momentum is with a young Free Stater.
Love 15.
Beautiful cross shot there from Lene Greiling. Not a good start from Nadia.
I'm going to take a quick look next door.
15 all.
Good return
15-30.
from Lene Greiling. It's a beautiful return of serve. I'm sure Nadia Gous will feel a bit of pressure now, being 15-30 down.
$15.40.
Nadia Kho's feeling the pressure with Lene Kheli making it difficult for her.
Thirty, 40.
Still a break point for Lene Kheli.
Game Greyling. Greyling leads by 3 games to love. Second set. And 1 set to love.
We've seen a double fault there from Gous, which gives Kheli 3 games to love lead in the second set. Kheli will serve now from leading 3 games to love. Anyway, consolidating the lead.
Well, Owen, you have
Yes,
to
Paul?
believe that at 3 love, if she manages to hold serve here, that she's going to be the favorite by a mile. But easier said than done. Let's see if she can win the first couple of points on serve and make it a little easier.
Love 15.
Not a good start, Mike.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, unfortunately. To her credit, the previous couple of service games, she managed to turn it around. But you don't want to start at love 30 every game. It's just not advisable.
That's unnecessary pressure there.
Maybe she's just trying to show how good she is. She tries to go to love 30 and then try and win the game.
All.
Well, I tell you what, she'll take 15 all, because for most of the game she found herself at love 30. So maybe at 15 all she can take control of her service game. That would be too
15,
easy
30.
if she didn't go 15-30. Unfortunate double fault. And I know that in the back of her mind, Owen, right now she's thinking, if I just play one good service game, and that's creating pressure by itself. You know,
Yes.
just knowing that you're so close, but you're not there. You're very close, but you're not there.
Out.
And just like
15,
that,
40.
she is facing 2 break points. It's Nadia Gous that's not done with this SA National 18 under final. She says she has something more to say about it, Owen.
Game Gous.
And just like
Greyling
that,
leads by 3 games to
she's
1.
managed to come back.
Second set.
Gous manages
First
to
set,
break serve.
Greyling.
And it is now 3 games to 1.
3 games
To
to 1
Greyling.
is
Love 15.
Owen, it's been the pattern.
It's been a pattern,
I
Mike.
know we've said it way too many times, but again, the server is behind at love 15. And hence the number of breaks that we have seen, because if you're always at love 15, love 30 on your serve, the chance of a break is just so much more.
It always puts you under pressure.
First fault. Love 30.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and I guess from a Greiling point of view, this is what she needs. She needs to come back and break immediately to establish that double break. From Nadia Gouse's point of view, she needs to battle back from love 30. The clock is ticking, and she's running out of time. She doesn't want to go down 4-1.
No.
So from her point of view, she needs to play a few good points here from love 30, see if she can hold serve.
Love 40.
Well, that's going to bring up triple break point and an opportunity for the number 2 seed to get up a double break.
And I'm sure it's going to be difficult to come back from 4-1. But I've seen worse things happening in the game of tennis.
Yeah, we'll never say it's over, Owen, but it will be tough, though. Nadia has proven that she's a fighter and that she never gives up. So I guess it's never over, but she'd much rather be at 3-2 than 4-1.
And Linné will also feel the pressure now of closing this game up.
That was good play by Nadia Gous. First the inside out forehand, and then a very smart little angle cross court, drawing the error. As we said, she's a fighter.
That was a good patient play from Nadia.
She's going to need a few more of those, Owen.
Will she give us a big hit here? A big serve.
She went for it. It was almost like Greiling decided to go for it, and I don't think the shot was on, Owen.
And the change goes from love 40 to deuce.
Yeah, we'll see it here. It's like she just pulled the trigger, feels here's the opportunity, now I need to go behind her, and just late on it. And she keeps Gous in the game. Oh, my word.
Advantage. Greiling. Nadia, keep your racket in your hand.
I think that is as much reaction as you're going to see her, just gently dropping the racket. That was such an opportunity, Owen, and she knows it.
She set it up nicely.
Another breakpoint opportunity for Greiling to get that double break.
Out. Deuce.
Well, that was a real opportunity there. Not able to control that low spinning slice up the line.
And I've seen none of the girls like coming into the net.
Yeah, they're a bit afraid of coming to the net. When they're reserving that for the handshake.
Out. Advantage. Greiling.
So yet another untimely double fault. Sets up the third break point for the number 2 seed. They'll make that back-to-back double faults, and I'm sure that's not the way that Greyling wanted it, but she's not going to say no.
She's going to take it.
She now takes a commanding 4-1 lead after winning the opening set 7 games to 5. Well, you touched on some of the people around the courts earlier, Owen, and you spoke about Gavin Crooks, the president of South African Tennis. We see several of the coaches of the academies. Rian Venter is here. We see Oret Janssen here from the Jails Coaching Academy, Rian Venter Academy, just about everyone out here. I saw Ollie Leroux, former Sharks and Springbok prop forward. His daughter was playing in the 16s final. I saw Joannette Kruger, former top 30 WTA ranked player of South Africa, also Fed Cup team player. Her son is playing in one of the lower age group finals. So a lot of famous faces as their kids come through, and they are the tennis stars of the future.
Yeah, it's looking good around here.
Now, we've said it several times, Owen, 4-1, Greyling is in control. If she holds serve here, you can almost start engraving the trophy, but we know that they struggle to get ahead on serve. Let's see if she can manage to get ahead this time around.
What a shot from Nadia Rose.
I tell you what, this time I'll excuse Greyling for going down love 15. That is a ridiculous backhand slice. This is a la Steffi Graf.
And we are love 15.
Just watch this little slice if you were wondering how it should happen, Owen. She gets up there and look at the angle she creates.
That's beautiful.
That is rather special. Oh, nice little forehand slice. Semi-drop shot, but not all the way there. Low slice skidding out wide. Very effective, and for once, Greyling up 30-15.
And I can see she's losing some confidence. There's a belief that she can close out this game.
Oh, she goes back behind her. That was very nice. She held it so nicely, waiting for Ghost to come back to the middle of the court, making her think that she's going to hit it inside out into the open space.
Nice variety of shots there from Greyling.
Yeah, she's really starting to put the foot on the accelerator. From the accelerator to the clutch, Owen.
Could it be nerves?
Well, again, it's so hard because every time she plays well and gets ahead, she realizes she's getting so much closer to winning the national under-18 title. That is no mean feat. So she's got to control her emotions. She's got to control her thoughts. That is very nervy on the forehand.
Is.
And a real opportunity to go up 5-1. She knows that, and we're back at deuce. That's a high quality serve.
Advantage.
Straight down the tee.
Vryling.
Good pace, good width. And it sets up another opportunity for her to get to the magical 5-1. Oh, it's a couple of big
Game,
serves. She's really
Vryling.
stepped up, Owen. Converts. She leads 5 games to
Vryling
1.
leads by 5
Beautiful
games to
serves
1.
there from Lene Geling.
Second set. And 1 set to love.
Well, it's a long way back for Nadia Gous, but it all starts with holding serve. If she can hold serve, Greiling might get a little nervous, and before you know, you're at 5-3 and the whole momentum turns. So it's not all lost, but this, I guess, needless to say that she has to hold. Otherwise, the match is over.
And you're right, Mike. If she holds now, she would feel that she's got a
15
chance.
love.
Yeah, we've seen that there are several breaks on offer, so holding serve is the trick. And if she can get that done, she might just pick up another.
And it's a good start with the first point.
Yeah.
$30 love.
Down, boy, quiet. Let's jinx it. This
30,
was three
15.
sets. I'm coming to see you. You're messing with my T-bone time. Make that a ribeye. The
40,
president
15.
is all the way back at court 12.
It's 40-15 now to Nadia Gous.
He's at court 12. The president is at court 12. Gavin Crooks.
$40, $30.
Well, again, she saw the opportunity, took it on. Just overplaying the forehand down the line. Quite an important point here for Gous to try and close out this service game and get to 5-2. And just
give
ask the
herself-
question of Greiling.
Yeah, give herself a chance.
Well, that's going to do it. She's managed to
Game,
hold serve.
pass.
And it is the
Greiling
young
leads by
Lene
5 games
Greiling
to 2.
who will now sit down
Second set.
at 5
First
games
set,
to 2
Greiling.
after winning the first set, contemplating the possibilities of her becoming a national junior girls champion. Well, as we take a look at it there, you can just see the difference in serve percentage. All of a sudden, Greiling's gone to 73%, and hence the scoreline. She's been holding serve more easily. She's been getting on the front foot, and that makes a very, very big difference. If you look down at the unforced errors, much better in the second set. The count has come down quite a bit, and you see in the total points, reflecting as obvious 5 games to 2 that Greiling has started dominating. Well, it's the number 2 seed, the local favorite, right here from the Free State, Lene Greiling, who will have an opportunity to serve at 5-2 for the national junior girls title.
$15 love.
That's a good start there for Lene Geling.
It's the second game in a row now that she's managed to win the first point.
I've got 2 words for you. That's a sniper with a silencer.
That is a
15
great
all.
angle. Nadia Gous taking it early. Lots of topspin and generates a good angle. Greyling can't catch up with it. Oh, good body serve.
That's beautiful ball
30,
serve there.
15.
You could see Gous trying very hard to get out of the way. She kept moving to her left, trying to get out the way, but not successful. A very good serve by Greyling. And now within 2 points of
Just 2
closing
points,
out the
man.
match and the title. Oh, unforced error brings up match point.
40, 15.
And indeed, a championship point.
Double championship point for Lene Greyling.
Yeah, and that's key, the double. She has 2 opportunities to close out this match and indeed the national title. What an opportunity for the young Free Stater. That's going to
Game,
do
set
it.
and
Lene
match.
Greyling, the number 2 seed right here
Greyling
from the
wins by
Free
2
State,
sets to
manages
love.
to close out the
7-5,
match in straight sets.
6-2.
7-5, 6-2. Owen, you must be a proud vice president of Free State Tennis.
Mike, it's been beautiful. The girls have shown a good show of game. And I'm sure Lene will be very happy.
Yeah, it was a match that showed a lot of nerves early. There's a lot up for grabs in this match, being the national title. And you could see that it was a nervy, slow start. But in the end, all credit to Greyling. She was the one who started holding serve more confidently and taking her serve to 73% first serves in. And that always is going to put you on the front foot.
Well played, well played.
It's been a good match all around. And at some point, I even thought we might even go to the third set.
Yeah, early in the second, it was still unsure. And then all of a sudden, Greyling found the accelerator.
And opened the gap there.
And she shot off to a 5-1, where at some stage she was almost 2-1 down. But great play. She turned it into a 3-love, and from 3-love she went to 5-1. And a very much deserving winner and national junior girls champion.
Lene Greyling.
Well, there you can see 2 sets to love. Overall, first serves in 81%. That's very impressive towards the end of the match. You can see the unforced errors. Nadia Gous with 1 or 2 that she wished she could have over. And although the scoreline in the second set 6-2, most of the games were deuce and opportunities for both to close that out. In the end, the total points won shows that Lene Greyling, the number 2 seed, took control of this match. And she is our deserving winner and a national junior champion.
To our commentary team, I'm now joined by the winner, and that is Lene Greyling. Congratulations on your victory today. How would you sum up your performance in the final?
At the beginning I was very nervous because it's the finals and it's my last tournament, so I was very nervous, but on the end I enjoyed every bit of it. Yeah, it was very fun.
You looked a bit frustrated in the beginning. What were some of the things that you weren't happy with, especially in the first set?
I was struggling to get my rhythm and just placing the ball in the court. I was going too big, so yeah, I think I was frustrated with that, but at the end I fixed it and it was much better.
If you can just also tell us, where was your headspace at heading to the final?
I was very calm, but when I got onto court, I realized it's the finals and I got a bit nervous. So yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but on the end, I calmed down a bit. Yeah.
Would you say you've improved from when the tournament started up to the final?
Yes, definitely. I improved. I played more comfortable, my shots and everything on the end. At the beginning, it didn't went as well as it did now.
And what positives are you taking from the specific tournament?
I think it's like my positivity, like there's times I could be very negative, but I worked on that. And definitely my serve. It went so much better with my serve, yeah.
Congratulations once again, Lene. All the best.
Thank you so much.
And that is Lene Greyling, who walks away as the champion at the inaugural SA Junior National Tennis. Right here now, I am joined by the runner-up, Nadia Go. Congratulations for making it thus far. How would you sum up your competition throughout?
I'm very grateful for the journey. It was a great tournament for me. I'm very happy about my performance, and I think next time when I come back, I'm just going to come back stronger. And yeah, I'm grateful for the good tournament.
Would you say that the rain destabilized you a bit there in the beginning?
Yeah, I think it did, but actually it was for both of us. So yeah, I think before I came on court, I was ready, so I wouldn't say it was bad for me.
Nadia, you started off very strongly in the first set rather. However, things didn't go your way at the end.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you have taken from the competition that you feel you still need to work on?
I think I definitely need to work on my serve when I'm under pressure. And I think sometimes I want to go too big, where I just rather need to get the ball back into play again. So yeah, that's the things I think I need to work on.
And what does it mean to participate at a tournament like this?
It's really big, and I'm very happy that I'm able to participate in this tournament, and they did everything for us, even though it was raining, to make this day possible. So I'm very, very grateful.
And what do you make of your opponent today, Lene Greyling?
I'm very happy for her. It's her last nationals, so I think she ended off well, and yeah, she was the better player today, and it was a good match. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations once again on your performance throughout the competition.
Thank you very much.
And that is Nadia Go, who actually did so well throughout the tournament. Hence, she made it thus far in the competition, making it to the final. However, things didn't go her way today. It is Lene Greyling who walks away victorious and using her home ground advantage, rather, to make sure that she yields those positive results. I'm now joined, however, by the Tennis South Africa President, Mr. Gavin Crooks. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Sir, if you can touch on the importance of having tournaments like this and how future stars can actually benefit.
So this is the pinnacle of the South African junior events. It's Junior Nationals, and for any player to win their age group, it indicates to them that they are, if not the best, amongst the best in the country in their age group. And fantastic help from Growthpoint to enable Tennis South Africa to have this type of tournament. In terms of the player pathway, it's critical. So to be the best in South Africa gives you the window to start playing international junior events, and it also starts opening up opportunities for you at American colleges and various academies in Europe. So it's really great.
And you also have players like Lloyd Harris, who continues to fly the South African flag very high, who actually started at tournaments like this. In terms of looking at the future, what plans do you have at making sure that you provide competitive competitions like this?
So at the moment we have something like 147 tournaments throughout the year in South Africa, and that includes a combination of mini-series which are tournaments that lead into growth points, and they are in turn the growth point Super 8s lead into the Junior Nationals, coupled with the Masters, and then you have your various levels of ITF Junior events. So we're looking to grow those number of events right through the different levels, which will create the opportunities that our junior players need to reach the top. Which ultimately provides them with the foundation and the opportunities to get into American colleges and to consider whether they want to turn professional, like like a Lloyd Harris, whether they go straight from being a junior to being a professional like Lloyd Harris did, or whether you go like a Kevin Anderson who went to university in the United States and then turned professional. The opportunity is created, and it's all about creating opportunity at the end of the day, providing opportunities for people to play tennis somewhere over weekends, every day, to ultimately become role models for the next generation to aspire to and ultimately replace Kevin Anderson and Lloyd Harris when their time comes.
If you can also just please tell us about your relationship with your long-standing relationship with Growthpoint as well as junior tennis.
So Growthpoint is Tennis South Africa's headline sponsor. We've had an incredibly productive agreement with them, and their sponsorship arrangements have worked, I believe, for both of us. And we sincerely are committed to the relationship going forward. Every sport needs the support of sponsors. They're a critical component of the whole business model of any federation, and the support that Growthpoint have given Tennis South Africa over the last 4 years has been absolutely fantastic and has been a game changer without any question.
Yeah, and Growthpoint is not the only sponsor that you guys have. You're also working alongside other sponsors who make sure that they make this possible. Just the importance of having sponsorships for tournaments of this magnitude.
Absolutely, there's no question. In the same way Vision View is here, and you guys are being absolutely fantastic with your support, creating the visibility, and that in itself is all part of the business model of getting visibility and making tournaments like this viable. Tournaments are incredibly expensive, there is no doubt about that. We as a federation would love to be able to help players even more than what we are, and yeah. To say that sponsorships are the lifeblood of events is a given. That's the bottom line.
We are also starting to recover slowly from COVID-19. Things are opening up. We're seeing more tournaments taking place. Just the sleepless nights you'd had to go through making sure that you make this possible, and because everything ran so smoothly considering that it was the first.
Well, we had Junior Nationals last year, but obviously very, very limited spectator participation. Yes, so all the COVID protocols are still there. It is a concern, and we certainly hope that there's not a sixth wave. I think it's now a bad flu, and without any doubt, tennis, luckily, I don't think has been as badly affected as some of the contact sports in terms of being able to host events. But we're watching it evolve. I mean, obviously at the moment, China is starting to seemingly go back into lockdown, and heaven help us that we don't face the same challenge.
I agree.
Yes, sleepless nights, yes, managing it. I think we're wiser. And we certainly not anticipating from a tennis perspective to have a total shutdown again.
Thank you so much for your time. We are in awe of the work that you've put in and looking forward to seeing what you have in store for us in the future.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, and thank you for your support.
And that is the Tennis South Africa President, Mr. Gavin Crooks. However, we are now preparing for the boys' final. So over to you, our commentary team, Mike as well as Owen.
Thanks, Dikoledi. Good hearing from our finalists, and of course Gavin Crooks, the president of TSA. Well, it's not over. There was only the one of two finals. It is the turn of the young men as they play for the SA Junior National title. And as you could see there, these two boys, what an opportunity for them to take home the national title. Connor Duke up against Ruan Loopsche, and that is the back of Ruan Loopsche. He is the number 4 seed from the Western Cape. Getting his war attire all sorted, ready for battle. And he's going to be up against the young Connor Doig from Gauteng Central. That's him in picture right there. And he's had a good run in the previous couple of tournaments, winning one and making the finals of another. So this is his third final in a row. And he'll be looking to take that winning momentum into this national final. Big opportunity for these young men. We're happy that the weather has given them a break and they can play to see who will have the honor of calling himself SA National Junior Boys Champion. As per the ladies match, joining me in the hot seat is Owen Kumalu, Vice President of Free State Tennis. Owen, an exciting boys final ahead.
Mikey, I'm sure it's going to be a nice match as well. The boys look determined. And I hope you're going to enjoy this one.
Yeah, it's been a long wait. They were all out here at 9 this morning hoping for some tennis. Eventually around 12:30 the courts dried up and the girls had the first go. That one is in the record books, done and dusted. And it's the two young men, Connor and Ruan Lopsha, that'll have an opportunity to play their under 18 boys singles final.
And in the middle of the court, we've got the official there, Mr. Debo France, who will be the official for this match.
Yeah, a lot of pressure on the officials as well. They know how important this match is, so they want to make sure that they get the calls right.
Which size do you pick on? Heads or tails? Oops. Yeah, tails it is.
Of course, the admin needs to be taken care of. The coin toss, where they will have the option, whoever wins has three options, Owen. He can
enjoy your match.
Elect to serve, he can elect to return, and he can elect to give the option of choice to his opponent, which you hardly ever hear. The first two of I'll serve or I'll return are the most common responses. But there's that secret third one. If the sun is in a funny place or the wind, and you say, you know what, I'm going to hand that pressure over to you. You can make the wrong decision. So it's an option that you don't often see, not even by the professionals. I know when I played, there was no choice there. It's just serve. I'm a tall man and serve and volley, and I was coming at you with the big guns blazing ASAP. So if I won the toss, I would be serving, and if I heard the opponent win the toss and say I would receive, that is the best news I could ever get. Well, there's Connor Duik. As we said, he's the man in form lately. This is his third final on the trot. He's had a good run here in the Free State. He won the Free State Junior tournament, and I believe he made the finals, Owen, of the Open section as well, the Free State Open.
Yes, he was in the final. He was the runner-up in that match, but he played a good game of tennis.
So that makes it 3 in a row for him as far as finals are concerned. So he must be rather confident. Were the first two tournaments played at the same venue?
Yes.
Well, then I think Connor, when he leaves here today, is going to roll these courts up, pack them in his bag, and take them with him.
Could this be the third time lucky for him?
Yeah, of course, he is unseeded, and he's up against a young man that we'll soon get a good look at in Ruan Lopsha. There he is, and he is the number 4 seed, which in short means that he has a very good national ranking to be seeded 4th, which tells you that over the past year, he's played some good tennis. You don't get up in that top 10 if you're not playing very solid tennis in all the big tournaments. So I'm sure that he would pose a great challenge for the in-form Connor Duik. It's actually the second time that I'm commentating on Connor, Owen. We had the opportunity of seeing him play in the school's final in Soweto, where his school was, St. Scythians was in the final. And he played the #1 singles for his school there, so we had the opportunity of seeing him in action. A little bit different when you're playing for a team and you have a coach on court in the Davis Cup style, you know, advising. So he was rather impressive that day, but we'd like to see what he's like today, where it's an individual event. No coach on court. He's got to make all the decisions himself on the fly. And of course, the pressure of playing for a national championship.
Could that be a good or a bad thing?
Well, I tell you what, it's every player's dream to be in a position to feel those nerves. If you're not willing to want to be in that position and feel those butterflies, you'll never get to the top of the pile. So every good player that's ever played this game has had to go through the pressures, the nerves that is presented by making the finals of tournaments and playing for big trophies and big titles. So I'm sure both these players wouldn't mind feeling nervous. It's a privilege to be in this position.
And I'm sure both boys will want to give it their all.
Yeah, Owen, you and I would probably try and lose in the semi so that we don't have to get nervous in the finals.
I'm not sure about that, Mike.
Fully agreed, Owen. We're a lot older, but we're still very competitive.
Oh, yes.
Those juices never stop flowing. Even if it's at half the pace these days.
You go for it.
Well, there's the man in charge.
I'm not 100% sure that was the correct name for the umpire, so we just let it slide there, Max. I believe his surname is France. It's France, I believe, so that was the wrong slide that came in there.
Well, the admin has been sorted, Owen. The coin toss has been done. The warm-ups have been completed. And it's time to get down to business. It is the under-18 boys national title final. And it's the unseeded Connor Doig, Gauteng Central, who's up against Ruan Loubser, the #4 seed. Doig serves.
15 love.
And we are off with a good serve there from Connor Doig.
It's France, the nickname. Middle name, Chip.
Well, that is some confident serving early in the match, and I tell you, if you serve like that at altitude, you're going to find yourself on the front foot more often than not.
Teddy love.
Oh, that was a lovely change-up. You would see the first serve there where he's
40
used the
love.
two big serves to start with, so his opponent was back. He hit a little kick serve. Watch this kick serve, and then he sneaks in knowing that the opponent's not going to be ready for the slow ball. And an easy volley. Nice change-up by Doig, 40 love. Oh, that is just a superb opening service game.
Game. First game.
Looks like he's got a good game plan.
First set.
And it worked out nicely.
Yeah, that's refreshing to see these young guys not afraid to come to net. Once you have the advantage, try and finish the point. Don't allow your opponent to get back to equal terms again and start the point over. So Connor Doig very confident in his first service game. He leads 1-love.
And I'm sure it helps to ease the nerves when you start in the 7, you hold. And moving forward, it will give you that confidence.
Especially when it's a 30-40 second game and you then pass the balls over to your opponent and say, over to you, bud. So Ruan Lopsha now has to face the music, see how his nerves are holding up. He gets to serve love 1.
Beautiful big second serve there from Lopsha.
Yeah, that is a statement, Owen. The first second serve that you have, and he rips into it. No nerves. He knows exactly where he's going to go and how he's going to go about it. And that was a true statement off that big second serve.
That one is out wide.
15 all.
Yeah, just looking for a little bit too much on that one. Again, trying to make a positive statement. Almost saying that I'm going to win or lose the points on my terms. And yes, he missed that, but I like the intent. He's not going to sit back and allow Connor to dictate.
No, definitely not.
That one just clipping the net and going wide and long. That is a pretty serve and volley right there, Owen.
30-15.
That ball came past our commentary box at high pace, man. There we go. This camera is just left of our commentary box, so you can imagine the smash is coming our way, left of this camera to the right of the camera. I saw Owen ducking there.
I'm sure this will be a confidence booster for Lopsha.
There we go. Connor's parents trying to look calm at this stage, but I'm sure there's some butterflies there with mom and dad.
It's not gonna be easy.
Yeah, it's a definite play where Lopsha is trying to use that kick serve out wide. He's trying to force Connor onto the chip return. I like this. I mean, there are a few errors, but what I like is these boys are going for their shots. Again, Connor there saying, I'm going to dictate. So there's a bit of an arm wrestle right now about saying who's going to set the pace. And you can see this. He runs around looking for a nice forehand. Gets the next one. He says, I'm taking this up the line. Not an easy shot, and they need to settle down. It's a bit nervy early, but I like the intent.
And I'm sure Lopsha would want to get that first serve in. Perhaps they can try to trouble Connor.
Yeah, he's been serving wide on both courts, trying to drag Connor out of court. There's a nice return. Not getting enough width on the second serve, and that afforded Connor a big swing on that second serve return.
It was hard and low and made it difficult for Lopsha.
Yeah, couldn't get under that volley. There's another game point, so no alarms just yet. Oh, that's big, just long and wide, but generating good pace on the first serve. And it's a massive second serve. Straight down the tee. I reckon that was as big as his first serve.
That's a beautiful shot.
Oh, I
Look
tell you
at
what.
that.
That just clipped the outside of the line. Manages to hold serve. One game each. Yeah, I love that. Mid-court ball, inside out forehand, no
15
hesitation
love.
in moving forward, and it set up a straightforward volley.
Beautiful tennis it is.
Yeah, I reckon Lopesha is going to look to get more depth on that second serve return and not afford Doig the opportunity to come forward as much. Yeah, well played. I like the fake there. He hit the kick serve, but he didn't go to net. So you saw the short return because Lopesha was thinking he's coming in, I've got to keep it down, and then he used that as an easy approach shot. So Connor already showing that he's got great variety, not just in serve, but in the way he thinks. Just like that, he races to a 40-love lead. Yeah, that's a great return, Owen. You could see the two-hander. The kicker was going up shoulder height, but Lopesha manages to get the racket around the outside of the ball. The left hand working really hard, and he drags it cross court for a clean winner.
That's a beautiful shot. Great body save there from Connor.
Doig lead by
Doig
2
holds
games
serve.
to 1.
He leads 2 games
First
to 1.
set.
It's been a great start from both boys now. Both showing a lot of calmness. Now we've got Lopesha to serve to try to make it 2-all.
Love.
Good return down the line there from
15 all.
Connor Doig. I think it's going to be part of the game plan to always attack the second serve.
30-15. All.
Once again, a deep return from Connor Dweck down the line, making it difficult for Lobsher. There's Mr. and Mrs. Lobsher. What a shot.
30-40.
Yeah, that's when he doesn't get enough width on that second serve. You could just see Connor running around it and unleashing the forehand routine. Clean winner. And the first break point, Owen.
The first one for the match. Will Lobsher respond to that? Oh.
Deuce.
That ball sat on top of the net and took its time deciding
It was
which way to go.
undecided.
It was undecided. That's well said. What does an undecided tennis ball look like? This is what it looks like. Look at this.
Look at
Wow.
that. It could have gone either side.
Oh, that's a great reaction by Connor, going, why? Oh, Lobsher's going to regret that one here. It's a perfect serve, and he got the return he wanted up high on the backhand volley.
He set it up nicely, but then he missed the finish.
No execution, and it sets up a second break point.
Deuce.
That is a massive first serve. That's how you deal with a break point, Owen.
And it caught Connor there on the move. He had no answer for that one.
Yeah, I don't think that's the greatest play because he's inviting Connor to come to net, and that's exactly where Connor wants to be. That's his strength when he's in the forecourt. So Lobsher will be better served if he can keep his opponent back.
Yeah, I tried a drop shot there, but it did not work well. It's all in the execution. That's a big serve there from Lobsher.
Deuce.
And both parents approve. Back to Deuce.
Advantage, Lobsher.
Another big serve there from Lobsher.
Using his serve well to get out of trouble.
And setting himself up for the advantage.
Exactly.
It's got long and wide.
That's a big second serve, just slipping the back of the line, and that's a good serving performance by Lobsher. Manages to get out of trouble, and he levels things in the opening set.
3 games all it is.
Love.
Yeah, I like the way Connor is mixing up the serve and volley and then staying back and looking for the short ball. Just keeps your opponent guessing. Not sure if you should keep the return down or should you try and hit it deep. So good variety by the young man.
I think it's a good way of going about it, not being predictable at all.
Yeah, and if you were wondering, that
40
was a
love.
lead court, but of course lead courts are in play. And I tell you what, Loubser did really well in managing some kind of return, because it changes the pace of the serve tremendously when it clips the net. Oh, that's high quality.
Beautiful passing
Brilliant.
shot.
40-15.
I tell you what, it was a great volley by Connor off his shoelaces, just getting that back into play nice and deep. But Loubser up to the challenge, and he just curls it around his opponent down the line. Impressive play.
$40-30.
Yeah, there was I think just long on that second serve. That's why it looked like Connor left it, but it was a double fault already. So it takes us to 40-30. The all-important 7th game. Those of you that are little superstitious in tennis. So an opportunity for Connor to close out the 7th game, and apparently if you win the 7th game, you're going to win the set. Well, it's a big serve down the tee, clean ace, and it's been a good serving performance by both these young men. It's Connor Doig. Whole serve, he leads 4-3.
And Mike, we have not seen much unforced errors. The guys are really showing good intent, and they're going after the shots.
Yeah, I love it. They've both shown that they want to make it happen. They want to go and try and win it. They're not going to wait for their opponent to lose it and see if they get nervous and make mistakes. They're assuming that their opponent's going to play well, so they're concentrating on putting their best tennis on the court. And so far, I think it's been high quality the first 7 games.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to watch.
4-3, Connor Doig. Connor 4, Loubser 3.
Well, the parents of Connor Doig found themselves a nice spot in the shade of a tree as they look on, and we saw the Loubser family also positioned courtside, so both sets of parents keeping a close eye on this one. They must be immensely proud with their young men in the final. Loubser serves 3-4.
Beautiful game of play there from Loubser.
Yeah, it's textbook serve and volley, where he swings his opponent out wide, then takes the volley into the open court and waits for the easy put away.
Was it that the type of 7 volley from your side, Mike?
Yeah, Owen, just bigger and better, huh? I wish. Yeah, that was my game, Owen. Serve and volley as often as we can, and if you miss your first serve, I'm coming to net. I love putting players, opponents under pressure, testing their belief in their shots.
Yeah.
Doig 4, Loubser 3.
That's an ace on the second serve from Loubser. Beautiful.
Yeah, and that takes him to 40 love in no time, and it's just the opposite of what we saw in the ladies' final, where both these guys are getting up on their serve early, so they're almost not giving their opponent a look into breaking serve. Now look at that. That is just powerful serving. The young Loubser holds serve with another ace, and it is now 4 games all.
Love 15.
Oh, what a superb angle, and I love the sportsmanship. Loubser just
15
giving
all.
him a little thumbs up, just acknowledging that that was a superb ground stroke.
So yes, that was good.
And watch Loubser's reaction. Watch Loubser, and he gives a little, there it is, little thumbs up. Oh, what a passing shot.
15-30.
That's where Connor probably should have gone to net on the previous approach shot. He hit a big forehand. He forced Loubser in a forehand slicey block, and that was the one he wanted to attack. The one he chose, Loubser was up to the challenge.
Backfired.
Interesting 15-30, Owen. It's the first time that there's just a hint of pressure. Oh, that's a big opportunity.
30 all.
I was going for that second serve.
Trying to figure out that Connor might have started serving from the other side, which
40-30.
confusion to the score. I think the umpire called the wrong score at some stage and has corrected himself in the meantime. So just sit tight for a moment. We'll hear on this changeover, but it could be that he's corrected himself. Yeah, I think he corrected himself because Connor started serving on the far side, if we have it right.
Game. Dwayne lead by 4 games to 3. First set.
Okay, it is. The umpire said 4-3. Are you sure? Are you sure the umpire is wrong? But why aren't the players reacting to it? Yeah, she's checking.
4-3. Thomas Drake.
4-3 to Doig, so he did make a mistake and then corrected himself. He did make a mistake, so we followed him. So 4-3 is correct. It is correct because Connor started serving on the far side, and yes, it's 4-3 Doig. And the reason we know that's correct is because Doig started serving on the far side, which means he should serve there when there's 8 games done. This is the 8th game, then Doig will serve from the far side, so that's correct.
Yeah, Loubser's going to regret that volley. He tried to play a semi-drop volley, but that wasn't the right play. The right play was to stab it deep into the corner and force Connor back and then cover the net. So the minute he hit the volley, he realized that that wasn't the smartest play. Credit to the man in picture. Connor still had to make the passing shot. And for the first time, Loubser at love 15. Just a little test. Yeah, the serves have been good, Owen.
15 all.
I'm particularly impressed with the second serves.
Yes, they're generating pace and they're generating a lot of kick. As that one, you saw Connor trying to hit the return, but the ball got up above his shoulders, and that above the shoulders, you're moving outside the hitting zone. and then the control just gets really difficult. So
Makes it difficult.
it's the combination of spin and pace. There we go. That's the kind of volley that we thought he should have played on that first point, and just push it deep and then force Connor to make the pass. He's a quick learner.
Beautiful deep serve out wide from Lopsha
40-15.
to make it 40-15.
Yeah, impressive how much pace he generates out wide over the high part of the net. These guys have been very impressive on serve. At this rate, we're looking at some tiebreakers, Owen.
It looks like it.
Oh, and he just bombs another one up the tee. Tell you what, no messing around by the young Lopsha. 4 games all.
And I think I heard from the producer, what a bomb. A bomb it was. 4 games all.
So I guess who's going to blink first is the question. Both guys serving really well.
And that one went through the net.
Yeah, good sportsmanship again. Both players just acknowledging that that went through. There we go again, just putting it deep into the backhand corner and then covering the net. This is an uncomfortable return, but Connor doesn't stress, just puts it straight down the line and leaves him with a very easy smash again, just going flying past our commentary box. Yeah, great return, wow.
15 all.
It was still a good serve there. Just unfortunate with that powerful return.
Yeah, that's a very good return. He got on top of that kick before it got out of the hitting zone. Enables the left hand to come over the top and dip it. And you saw Connor had to pick it up on the half volley. Couldn't control it. Yeah, that's powerful. Set up by a very, very good serve. And, even drawing a round of applause from Lopsha's parents.
I'm sure all the spectators are approving of this beautiful game. We have not seen much of the rallies, Mike.
Yeah, neither of these guys want to get into rallies. They're trying to shut each other down before it gets to a rally. Just the opposite of what we saw in the ladies' final. They were engaging each other in rallies.
Second serve there from corner.
Oh, that's a pity.
Carry all.
There we go. Mr. Doig. Not sure why he missed that forehand volley, but he still gave him a little encouraging hand clap, so hang in there, boy. Yeah, 30 all second serve, the first time in this match where there's a bit of pressure.
Was that one called out?
Yeah, double fault call.
40.
And the first break point of the match. Oh, brilliant.
Beautiful
Absolutely
shot.
brilliant. Wow.
Game Lopcha. Lopcha lead by 5
Again, he
games
chose to
to
go
4.
to the drop shot
First
and
set.
draw Connor to net, but he was quick enough on the reflex volley. And it's the young Lopsha, the 4th seed, that picks up the first break of this match. He leads 5 games to 4.
The first chance of the break, and he went for it. What a way to finish.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the fact that he followed his own drop shot in, so that when Connor picks it up, he doesn't allow him to just push it back into court. He's there to intercept off the volley, so he's taking time away from his opponent, and that's very smart play.
I'm sure Lobster would want to finish this one up now. Close out the set.
Yeah, he's worked hard to get to this point where finally he could make the break. He'd like to continue with the aggressive serving as he's done throughout the set and see if he can close it out and put that that little 1 next to his name on the scoreboard.
I'm sure that will ease the pressure. Will Connor respond to that?
Right, Lobsha is going to serve. Serving for the first set, 5 games to 4.
Great serve.
15 love.
Yeah, that's a powerful start and a big first serve.
And a fist pump there.
Yeah, he knows it's important to get ahead early. That was such a big return, and somehow Lobsha gets the ball back in court.
Very love.
Wow, great defense. Saw some gymnastic, athletic ability. Just watch this on the baseline. There we go. How's that for a lunge? He was halfway doing the splits.
That's a good tennis to watch.
Yeah, not happy with that play. I don't think that was a smart choice. Up 30 love. All he needs to do is hit a normal approach deep in the corner, put the pressure on his opponent. This is an opportunity to come to net. Play it deep and force your opponent to hit a great passing shot. He's already under pressure. That's not a smart play. And you can see, yeah, not a smart play. He knows it straight away.
Oh boy.
And that often happens where you make a, what I'm going to call a tennis stupid decision, and then you follow it up with an unforced error, in this case a double fault, just because your mind has shifted. So he's now got to just take his time, go pick up the balls, get back to what am I trying to do, what are my processes, what's my game plan. He's still 30 all and he's serving, which still gives him the edge. So no panic stations, but he just needs to be clear in his mind.
And forget about those mistakes. I'm sure Connor will smell it now.
It is a brilliant return. I love the return. Little pace off it, dipping it low, which then draws the volley up. You'll see this. He's forcing Lobsha to volley up. And now he has an opportunity. And a nice passing shot. Break point. Oh, that's a good serve. There was just a gust of wind that came up at that same time, and he still managed to control the toss. He saves that break point. That could be massive in the outcome of this match. Oh, that is a huge second serve, I tell you what. And that just brings us back to where we said these guys are trying to make it happen. They're not going to wait for just roll it in there and hope my opponent misses the return. He just went for this one. Look at this. Oh, that is huge.
Beautiful. He's not trying to be careful at all.
All right, that gives him a set point. And he only needs one of them. 2 massive serves for the young Uruan Lobsha as he closes out the first set, 6 games to 4. Well, just looking at the stats there, and you can see both boys serving above the 50% mark. First serve percentage 1 is quite impressive by Loubser. He's got the biggest serve, so when he does make the first serve, he tends to dominate. Unforced errors, not much in it, and they did okay. I tell you what, there would be a few because they kept going for it. So you would accept 1 or 2 unforced errors because there were several winners that came from that. You can see 11 clean winners by the 2 of them. That's rather impressive. Total points 1, not much in it. It's a close set, and it's Loubser who wins that opening set 6-4.
With Connor now serving on the second set.
$15 love. $30 love.
And Connor is showing some intent now in the second set, leading 30 love.
Yeah, important for him to get off to a good start, seeing that he lost that first set, and he knows that if he loses his serve, that could be it. That's all it took, was one weak service game.
Just one break.
And Loubser was all over him. Yeah, lovely play. Again, just a little dipping return, which meant half volley. Half volley's got no pace on it. So you see the way he pushed it up to the baseline, and then Loubser had options. Is he going to go inside out? Is he going to go back down the line?
I think Loubser waited for Doig to commit himself, and he went for it.
That's what's hard when it's a slow volley. You have to commit early. Otherwise, you're not going to get there in time, and that gives your opponent an opportunity to wait. When your approach shot is fast, he doesn't have time to watch you and play the shot. He's got to decide early. So when you get that low return, often the passing shot's a lot easier. Yeah,
there is that return once again. Beautiful cross-cut.
30 all.
Yeah, it's not the first time that he's done that with a two-hander. Gets that left hand around the outside of the ball. Goes cross-court off a kicker. That's a good skill.
That's called wide.
Yeah, that's a smart serve. This time swinging it into the body, and Loubser made his intently. I'm hitting a forehand, and it's going to be a big forehand. But watch this. Connor handcuffs him. Doesn't allow him to release that racket hit.
No control at all.
All right, we're going to see this now. This is interesting because every time Connor's gone wide, that two-handed backhand where the left hand comes around the outside, that's what the two-handers do. They use their left hand to bring their head around the outside of the ball, and that generates side spin, which means you can dip the ball cross-court. It's almost like a left-handed forehand.
First set, Loubser.
And that's what they do well. But this time, Doig comes up with a big serve. He does what he has to. Hold serve, he leads 1-0. The first set, 6-4 Loubser.
There's Mr. Loubser.
Marginally the happier father at this stage.
Does he look happy though?
No, he looks nervous for the second set already. No time to ponder the victory of the first set. He realizes there's still a lot of tennis to play, Owen. That means he understands tennis.
Yes.
He's not running around celebrating the first set at all.
No, it's still too early.
Too early for that, huh? His son has done well so far. He's been confident on serve. He's only faced one break point, which he handled quite comfortably with a big serve. And he'd like to continue that in the second set. Again, the body serve, loving it. They're using it on each other.
15 love.
Just makes it difficult when someone serves at your body at pace, because you can't just move forward. You have to go left or right first. And when you go left or right, there's no forward momentum, so you're falling away from the ball when you strike it. Makes it more difficult to hit the middle of the racket, and more difficult to generate pace.
And no control whatsoever.
been interesting. Every time there's been a net-to-net
Very love.
engagement, Laubscher has come out on top. He's got very good hands, and he's a great athlete. We've seen that.
He's tried a few drop shots, but they're not so. It's not so difficult for Connor, but I guess it's effective.
It's not the first time that we've seen the drop shot, and quite honestly, I don't
50.
think he needs to play it. He's not been very
No.
successful with it, and he's doing so well by playing deep that I think he can pack the variety away when he comes to net and just stick it in the corner and cover. He's done well that way.
And it's not like he was making a lot of mistakes with his ground volleys, but this time around he's executing these drop shots not so good. Oh, that was a master.
40-15.
I think those drop shots are part of the game plan, and he's going to try to execute to perfection. Look at that.
Yeah, that one's much better because that's off the volley when he's up against the net. So that was more the drop volley rather than the drop shot. So I'm quite happy that he tried to play that. He was in a great position. He was close to the net. That gives him an opportunity to create angle. Good deep return there by Connor. Oh, just clipping the line.
Oh, thought that was out.
Yeah, Connor thought that was going wide, and it just
40,
kind
30.
of fell in.
He wasn't too sure about it.
This is the one right here. He thought, oh, this is way wide. Oh,
Yeah.
and then it just catches the line. Doing well to still win the point.
Mike, do we have Hawkeye here by any chance?
We got Owen I and Mike I. We're sitting up nice and high here, looking down on center court, and that's the closest we're going to get to Hawkeye.
Oh,
Game, Lobshaw. One game more.
I'll tell you what, that's where
Second
Doig
set.
needs
First
to
set,
not be so
Laubscher.
nice. He had an opportunity to absolutely unleash on Laubscher,
look
straight at the
this.
chest,
Yes.
and just bomb him with heat. A, you win the point. B, you intimidate him. He tries to just nicely roll the ball. Laubscher takes a guess, guesses the right way, and let's say he just burgled a point there.
Now it's 1-0. And you're right, Mike. I would have hit straight to him, and it would make it difficult for him to play.
Yeah, nice volley. Laubscher looking for the big
15
angle
love.
on the cross court. Not that easy when the volley is a good one. And you can almost say Connor just did enough on this volley that Laubscher couldn't control the passing shot there. He had him on the full stretch.
Who is supporting Max? Who is supporting?
Very love.
Against us, against you. Yeah, seeing that we're sleeping over, let's do another hour. Tennis lovers.
Oh, that's a big miss. That's a big miss. Good serve,
Very
good
15.
first volley, and he's actually in a very strong position. And somehow the wrist just collapses under the ball. What he wanted there was a nice, firm, early cross-court volley.
And he worked it out nicely, trying to play deep for Laubscher,
Yeah,
but he
you-
missed.
You don't want to turn 40 loves into 30 15s. You
No,
never know
no.
what happens on the next point. You know, if he serves a double or makes a mistake, or Laubscher comes up with a great winner, all of a sudden you're at 30 all feeling the nerves. And at 40 love, you know, these guys serve so big, you give them 3 chances, they should all serve every time. Yeah, that's a good play. I like that. Takes the forehand
40,
inside out
15.
and just rips it with a little bit of topspin, and then gets into net.
think this set is also going to be tight. It will be one of those where you need just one chance of break, and if you take it, you might have a chance. Beautiful, beautiful serve.
40-30.
But also equally beautiful return.
Change of pace on the return, and it was a smart choice. Again, getting the ball low. Connor has struggled when the ball's around his shoelaces.
Game, Drake.
But he does what he
lead by
needs
2 games
to.
to 1.
The
Second
big serve
set.
secures
First set,
the game.
rupture.
And Doig, after losing the first set, now leads 2 games to 1 in the second. Well, there's a good moment between the Loubser parents. Probably the dad saying this could go to 3, and the mom's just laughing, no ways. There's going to be 2 sets.
I think it always helps if you're one set up.
Yeah, they're still nervous. They know they're close. They've got the first set, and but they know that it's 1 point here, 1 point there, and you're in a third, and then it's a coin toss. Both these boys are playing well. There's the flip side. The Doig parents. There's no ways we're out of this. We've got this. We're coming back.
Yeah.
We've got this. We've got him exactly where we want him. Give him false hope. We're coming back. Yeah, these boys have played well. It's been a high quality final, Owen.
Oh, it's beautiful so far, Mike.
Yeah, Loubser has been comfortable bringing Doig towards him, and he's won those close battles.
And so far it's working for him.
Yeah. Every time they've both been in the forecourt, he's come out on top. He's the more assertive volleyer. That's what you call a good eye. So you make the good serve, but it's in seeing that return's going to go long. And you could see immediately he was not interested in playing that volley. So good eye.
Good judgment.
That is a massive serve.
Beautiful.
The forehand still needed to be hit for a winner, but it was all set up by the big serve.
Beautiful service game so far.
The rest was a formality. It's just been a wonderful display of serving by Loubser so far.
2 games all. Second set.
He powers
First
through
set,
that service
Loubser.
game, and he quickly squares it up at 2 games all. Of course, he's the one that has to deal with the scoreboard pressure, seeing that Doig is serving first.
Yeah.
So every time Doig holds, the pressure kind of says, well, you can't lose your serve, then it's 4-2, you know. But he's dealt with it quite well. Yeah, that's a great shot. He generated a lot of pace from down low.
Very love.
Yeah, in the same way, Connor not interested in volleying that one. You can see these boys are natural serve and volleyers because they pick up that ball that's flying long very quickly. And you only obtain that skill by serve and volleying a lot. and picking up the flight and the type of spin as it comes off the racket to immediately know whether you need to play it or not.
30-15.
Well, double fault there, and again, it's a 40 love situation that you turn into a 30-15, and we touched on it earlier. You don't want to give these boys a sniff.
Corner will have to ease the pressure now and close this one out
40-15.
and not allow Lobsher to come back.
Unsurprisingly, Conor
Game
Doig
break.
holds serve.
Doig lead by 3 games to 2.
He now leads
Second
3 games
set,
to 2.
First set, Lobcher.
Both these guys have been dominant on serve, Owen.
It's working for them, and I think that's the difference from what we've seen earlier on from the ladies final. And I can see the world is starting to pick up. I hope it's not going to affect the match in any way.
Yeah, we know that there's a lot of weather around, and I can see the clouds from our commentary box just in a distance starting to kind of pack together, and the wind is picking up, so there's no alarms just yet, but these boys would love to get to a result. So you can see there, again, Lobsher this time is the one dominating on serve, and he basically hasn't lost a point when he makes his first serve. It's only served twice, but still that is a great ratio, and that's why Conor Doig is finding it difficult to break serve. Wow.
La 15.
Well, there's a 1-2 if I've ever seen one. He absolutely ripped the return and then said, you know what, you think this is my best? I'll see you and I'll raise you, and I'll rip this one past you.
Look at that.
That is special. That is a very, very good point, and again, great sportsmanship.
Thumbs
Rohan
up from
Lobsher
Lobsher.
giving him the thumbs up. What a second serve.
15 on.
Wow.
Getting it very short and very wide, and that kicked like a mule.
Out and wide. It's beautiful.
Oh, brilliant touch.
Very 15.
The man's not all about power.
He's been working on that, and I think he's getting his rhythm now.
Yeah, up close. He has won every one of those
40-15.
exchanges, so he doesn't mind it when they're both in the forecourt. what I like about that play is that he played it in the middle of the court.
Yeah.
So he took all the angles away. By going to one of the sides, you open the big angle because the ball is slow. Now he's saying, I'm standing right in front of you, and you have very little space to get past me. So smart playing, going straight up the middle of the court. And then the bomb.
Beautiful.
He absolutely smoked it.
Game lob shot, 3 game zone. Second set. First set lob
If
shot.
you go to the dictionary and you look up heat, that is heat right there. That is the definition of pure heat. Brilliant service
so
game.
calm.
Well, the pressure is mounting on Doig because he just senses that he's not getting a look at the Loubser serve. So that means he's figured out I cannot lose my serve. So he's going to have to make very sure that he stays on top of his own serve. There's a play here that Loubser's missing. Doig is standing with his nose on the other side of the net. Just watch this. Watch how close he is. Watch, he comes in, the lob is up. There's the first chance. Here's another chance. Look where he's standing. He's standing half a meter from the net. Even an average lob is going to be effective.
Yes.
And all you need to is to play one of those lobs. And what that's going to do is then the next time Doig comes, he's going to hang back a little bit, saying, what if he lobs? That opens up for
Makes
a
it
better
difficult.
passing shot.
You can't read the match.
So even if you lose the lob, that point, you've gone into the mind of your opponent.
Yes.
Daddy 15.
Yeah, Connor set up that point well, and just on the final volley.
He's not going to be happy with that.
No, quarter part of the frame there. Just mishit it. Still in control in this game, but as you said, you want to stay ahead.
On this 7th game.
Here we go, Owen, the magical 7th game. That didn't work out well for Connor in the first set.
Nope.
40-15.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this option to just absolutely throw the kitchen sink at it. I think he'd be better advised to hit the heavy return and get himself in the point. Connor was on the baseline. That's what he wants. Keep him on the baseline. Look for an opportunity to come forward. By throwing the kitchen sink at it, you're just giving him 2 game points for free.
$40-30.
Yeah, that's a double fault. He took too much on that, trying to slide it out wide. And there's always that danger when you slice it that you don't get enough of the topspin pulling it down.
Yeah.
And it's a good serve, but it just goes long. It just kind of keeps flying. He still has an opportunity to close out the service game. All right, some nice sportsmanship here. At first he called the serve out, and then he overruled himself.
Yeah.
The chair umpire was unsure, so I think the umpire
First
is just
set lob shot.
a breath of relief that he didn't have to make the final call there. But a very nice gesture by Loubser. After taking a look at the mark, he realized that maybe he was a bit too quick in calling it out. And there, Connor thanking him, and he gives him a thumbs up. So this match played in a wonderful spirit. Connor Doig gold serve. He leads 4-3. Very similar pattern that we had in the first set.
Yes.
It went to 4-all, and then at 4-all it was
That's
where Connor
where
was under pressure on his serve and got broken. So let's see how this pans out. Is this script going to play out identically, or has Connor Doig got a little ace up his sleeve?
This is the time to pull it now.
since Wrexham Lamb.
Lobster is ready to go now.
Yeah, he serves at 3-4, second set. Oh, the body serve at pace. There cannot be a better serve. You can see Connor almost limping away from that one. It's like a fast bowler trying to rough up a batsman.
Oh, beautiful.
That is world class.
We've seen a lot of good passing shots in this match.
This volley is a high quality volley. You can see he sticks it. So this ball is shooting through the court. And Connor just manages to get around the outside. And the great sportsmanship continues. Acknowledges that that was a high quality play by his opponent. Oh boy, oh boy. Almost too anxious. Got so excited when he saw these wonderful low-hanging fruits up at net. And just got ahead of himself. The feet stopped moving. Stuck the racket out, trying to reach for it.
Could this be the game changer?
Oh, for the first time. Oh, he says no. He says,
that's
Owen,
a good response.
No. 2 letters for Owen, and that is no. N-O. I think Lopesha heard your question. And emphatic style just drops the bomb out wide. He has served well throughout this match, but especially the 1 or 2 pressure points that he has faced. He's allowed only 1 break point, and even that was a massive serve that did not come back.
These two are evenly matched.
Now that's a high quality volley. I'm telling you what, the return was good, but watch him slide to his left so that he can get on the inside of that volley, and he carves it inside out. Watch this. Moves to his left and then carves it inside out. That ball bounces and skids away from Connor. That is high quality by the young man. Oh, and he's pumped.
Deuce.
Yeah, he went for the big second serve, and again, if there's any criticism at Lopesha right now, it's 1 or 2 choices where he's going full tilt when maybe it's not necessary.
Yeah.
Just a good solid second serve, 40-30 up. Connor's got to come up with something special, and he serves the double, trying to ace him.
If it was 40 love up, it would have been a different game.
Yeah, different call then. And now that happens, and we said it earlier. They tend to go that way. You make a stupid mistake, and then you struggle to find your rhythm. He serves a double, and all of a sudden, the man in picture sees the door swinging wide open.
Thank you, Max. Wanting the third set.
There we go.
Beautiful.
That's the break of serve. Connor Doig comes up with the goods.
Doig lead by 5-3. Second set. First set, Lopcha.
You'll see this. It's a couple of good shots. First, the return off a big serve. Then he comes up with this. Lovely angle. Pulls him wide. Now watch that. Yeah, little fist bump. He knows what that means. He has just earned an opportunity to serve out the second set.
It's game on. That's a good start if you want to serve the set.
Max, do you get paid like overtime for third sets? Why are you so keen? Does your contract have like a third set bonus or something? Maybe it's Growthpoint that's looking to do something for a third set then.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like the aggression, and he kept coming forward and eventually
15-all.
squeezed Connor into a mistake.
Big shots there from Lobsha.
That 15.
Oh, what I missed there from Connor.
30-all.
He needs to keep his nerves down and still focus on finishing the set. I'm sure he'll be feeling the pressure now. 30-all. That one is called out.
You'd love that one over.
40-30.
A second serve in the middle of the court, and he had plenty of time to get racket on it. He'll be disappointed with that.
I feel that was totally unnecessary. But he always wants to go for the shot. Beautiful.
That is a clutch serve, short and wide with so much topspin.
Set. Twig. 6-3.
Hold serve.
1 set all.
Manages to win the second set, and he levels it up at a set apiece. This one is going the distance.
Hey, Babal. Third set. Get me new balls, man. Please.
Look at the good sportsmanship. The Lobsha parents
Yeah.
giving
Into the battle.
Connor Doig a round of applause, just acknowledging his effort to get right back in this match. I love the spirit that has been played in. Well, Owen, we can see a few clouds coming closer, and these boys are both sitting there looking straight at where the weather is coming from, so they'll be very much aware of what's going on and how much time they have left. There we go, the second set. 73% first serves by Lobsha, but the one game that he missed is the one that Connor pounced and got on top of him. The unforced errors, you can just see Lobsha 20 unforced errors, and those 5 extra that he's given to Connor Doig has made the difference in the second set. Net points 1, you can see Lobsha still quite dominant when he's up at net, and in total points just sneaking at 28 to 24. It is one set apiece, and we have everything to play for. It's the Junior National Under 18 Boys Final, and it's going to be a one-set shootout.
And new balls have been called by the umpire.
Yeah, new balls in the third set, which means that Rowan Lobsha would have the honor of serving with those new balls. Those of you that don't play tennis regularly,
Final
that means
set.
the ball's going to come through a lot quicker.
Lobsha to serve.
So always a good thing for a server when you hand him new balls. It's third set. Lobsha serves. That's a bad miss. The serve
15.
deserved better. He got himself into a very strong position and just overplayed the angle on the volley.
Good return there from Connor.
I'll tell you what, it's the first time in 2 sets and 2 points that Loubser finds himself at love 30. Wow.
15-30.
That was impressive. Yeah, he comes up with the goods. First it's a massive ground stroke followed by a big first serve, and for about 7 seconds in total he was in trouble at love 30. Just like that, back at 30 all. That's a good couple of forehands by Connor, really deep. You'll see the depth that he gets on these. So there's the first one. This one gets good depth again, rips him, and see how far he's pushing Loubser back, and he's almost disappearing out of camera, which means he's under pressure.
Yes.
The person moving backwards is the one in trouble, and it sets up the first break point of the third set. It's a good serve. He just wrong-footed him. You can almost see Connor was hoping that he might get a call from the umpire. Probably just clipping the back of the line.
And it became uncomfortable because he was on the move.
Advantage, Drake.
Well, he's going to get another look. His second break point.
I'm sure Loubser will be feeling the heat by now. His execution of the second serve in the first 2 sets was brilliant. That's a nice pickup from Loubser.
Yeah, he's so athletic, and when he gets in that forecourt, you see him lunge and stretch, but he's under great control even when he's off balance. You'll see this here again, low volley, closing in, and again that lob was ready to be taken, and maybe that's the first time that Connor noticed how close he is. So both of them crowding the net, and somewhere the lob's going to become effective. There it is.
There it is.
We were waiting for it, Owen. Someone had to see it. I mean, we've seen it. We're sitting up here nice and high, so it's easy to pick it up. But Connor's picked up on it, that Loubser is closing down the net hard, which will leave the lob open every... Look how close he gets now. He moves forward, and now he's caught because he was leaning and rushing forward. You have to make that split step nice and solid so that you can turn around and go the other way. Third time lucky. And that is a massive break early in the third set for the man in picture.
Break.
It's the
First
unseeded
game,
Connor
set.
Doig, who takes a 1-love lead in the third set.
And I'm sure Connor will feel like he's got a chance.
Weather's coming in fast, brother. That's why the third set was always a risk.
And it looks like the sun has disappeared, Mike.
Yeah, but
Corner to serve on the third set.
Love 15.
Corner went for the shot there, but it was long.
Well, Connor Doig really coming up with
50
the goods here early in the third. That was a great first volley because Loubser got a good piece of this. We'll see it here, that first passing shot. This is the one. He comes in, he rips this one. And that's a good volley, off pace. You can just see the side spin that he generated. There it is, cutting across it. And he draws the error.
Oh, beautiful passes of play there from Connor.
Head of 15.
Beautiful to watch. Look at that.
That's another ace. He's really
40-15.
stepped up his game early in the third year, and he's bringing out the full array of shots.
He would like to solidify that lead.
Thanks for the food, guys. We do care. Max, I'm going to give you Mnet's number because Mnet cares.
Oh. That was great play by Loubser.
40-30.
I like the thinking there. One more chance for Connor to close out this game.
Keep your racket in hand.
I almost want to say this is a
Okay,
little
break.
bit against the run of the first two
Break lead
sets.
by
It was
2
like
games to love.
Loubser was in
Final
total
set.
control. And at 4-3, Connor got one opportunity, took it. And when he took it, he's like, I can do this.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, he's playing very confidently, he's serving confidently, and he's taken total control early in the third set.
All right, Mike, and he's got the momentum now, and I think he's got the belief that he can go all the way.
And it's amazing how that
Love
works.
15.
One guy's confidence just shoots up, and all of a sudden we're seeing Loubser making the errors that he just routinely hit winners off earlier in the match. Like that would have been a straightforward volley for him. And there's been a shift in confidence.
And I'm sure Connor will be very happy with that. That one just missed the line.
15 all.
Yeah, I
15-30.
tell you what, Loubser is just flirting with disaster.
Yo. I think his confidence levels are very low at the moment.
You know, at 15-30, he does have a big serve, but it just takes one great shot from Conor Doig, and he could break this match wide open with a double break.
Yes.
He would feel very confident of closing it out from 3-0. And for the first time in those up-close skirmishes,
15-40.
Doig comes out on top.
I'm sure now he's gonna believe. Conor looks pumped up. There goes the
Game
break.
break. Doig lead by 3 games to love. Final set.
This is an unbelievable turnaround, and it's happened in the last 10-15 minutes. The man in picture has taken total control. Doig leads 3-love in the third with a double break.
And I'm sure Conor would want to finish this before it starts raining, if it comes down. That's a good start from Conor right there,
15 love.
and trying to consolidate that lead. And I would like to believe if he takes this one, it's going to be much more difficult for Loubser to come back. Beautiful.
30 love.
Loubser will have to fight his way back into this game.
Yeah, not going to be easy, Owen. Unless
30-15.
With gifts like those.
He gifts, exactly. That's how you bring a guy back into a set very quickly. Conor Doig is up 3-love, double break. He can sniff the finish line, but he's got to take care of his business first. That'll do it.
Yes.
And he just strikes me as the
40-15.
kind of guy that will keep playing solid. He might lose the match, but that'll be because Loubser has to take it from him. He's not going to hand it to him. So at 40-15 now, he must thinking, if I can get up 4-love, I need 2 more games, man. Hold serve twice,
Then
maybe
I'm
even
home.
break serve. I'm home dry. I'm the national champion.
Will that count as an upset?
I reckon it would count as an upset on paper, but we know that Conor, as we said earlier, this is his 3rd final in 3 tournaments, so he's
Yes.
definitely on the up. He's the man in form. So
40-30.
winning is a habit, and he's won a lot of matches over the last what is it, 2 weeks. So we expect him to produce the same quality in the rest of the set. It'll be tough for Lobsha to come back, but in the famous words of Owen Kumalu, he's seen funnier things in tennis.
I wonder if today's going to be one of those.
Game Drake. Drake lead by 4 games to love. Final set.
Well, he gets the job done in spite of a double fault. Manages to hold serve, and he leads 4-love.
What a shot.
15 love.
A bit of net play there from Conor Doig, but Lobsha managed to drop it nicely.
All.
Well, the best Lobsha can do now is take care of his own business. He's got to come out and make sure that he holds serve here. He knows that Conor is going to be nervous. Serving it out, getting closer to the finish line, winning a national title, that will make anyone nervous.
Yes.
So he's got to take care of his business and then ask some questions.
At 15.
Conor tried to go after that second set. Look at that. And it was long. Oh boy. Oh
Carry
boy.
on.
I'm sure Conor will smell a chance here of taking the lead to 5-love. And the body language though from Lobsha has not been so positive.
You can see that
40-30.
Conor knows that's a bad miss. Lobsha basically just hit the kick serve to start the point. He didn't have that big aggression in him. And there was an opportunity for Conor to get on top in that point early. That's what nerves does. You still need to close out this deal.
Oh.
Deuce.
No, that's not a very smart play.
Advantage. Lobsha.
And that one is called out, missing the line.
Yeah, Doig's not going to be happy. That's 2 forehand returns. You can see even his father is mystified.
Deuce.
I think Lobsha gave the first 2 sets his all, and I wonder if there's still anything left in him. Ah, that's a response. That's a response.
That was a response to Owen Kumalu. You ask a question, he's going to give you an answer.
There's the big serve.
Well, as the
Game.
clouds are
Locked
closing in on
Break lead by
the
4
center
games to
court
1.
here at
Final
the Free
set.
State Tennis Stadium, it's Loubser who manages to hold serve. Connor Doig still in a very strong position. He's up a double break. He will come out serving a 4-1.
I'm sure Connor would want to finish up now before it starts raining.
You can see the change of fortunes are directly related to those first serve points, one where Connor is not making many, but when he does, he's winning almost 90% of them. So he's taking charge off his first serve. He'd like to get to closer to 50% in serves made, but you can see vice versa. Whenever Lopes is making a serve, Connor is winning half of those points off his first serve, and that is a big ratio off the return. So Connor has made a big move in the return side of things, putting a lot of pressure on his opponent's serve. Connor Doig serves 4 games to 1.
Love.
I love that. Just watch this. He throws the ball way to the left, showing his opponent that he's going to hit a kick serve. And then he drags it down the tee. That was so well executed. And that's why the guys with the bigger serves don't always have the best serves. There are many skills in serving.
Yes. And that toss could be misleading.
And that one went under the net.
Yeah, he was unsure. He didn't know if he had to play it or leave it, and he kind of did neither.
Oh, that's a ripper.
We saw several of those in the first set when he really gets on top of that, and that's the left hand that we're talking about. Just watch him use the left hand to roll over the ball. It's very similar to that left-handed forehand. Very well executed. Oh, the body serve.
Beautiful serve.
So smart. Yeah, you can just see the little nod.
Break lead by 5 games to 1.
This is such a smart serve. Watch this. That is handcuffing at its best.
I think the worst thing that could happen right now is to rain to come down. That's the worst thing that could have happened.
Come on, Owen, don't even say it. Don't even say it. That's a nice return, and it's to what Owen just said. There's a little bit of a deflation in body language from Laubscher. He's not negative, but there's just not the energy that we saw earlier. It's almost like he's resigned to the fact that Connor Doig has got the better of him, and that inevitably he's going to lose this match. It's not the same presence on court that we saw in the first 2 sets, when he finds himself at love 15. That's more like it. That's more like it.
15-all.
Good second serve there.
30-15.
Lopje. There for you, baby.
There's a mistake there from
40-15.
corner.
You have to wonder if the weather is starting to weigh on Connor's mind as well, because he knows he's so close, and if he doesn't close this out before the rain comes, they might not come back today. And if that happens, they might share in the title. As school starts tomorrow, these boys need to head back. They can't just stick around forever.
Game Lopcha.
Lopcha gets the job done. He's
Great
done
lead by
what he
5
needs
games
to. He's
2.
held
Final
serve.
set.
And he's going to sit down at 2-5, which after this little break, Connor Doig's going to have the opportunity for the biggest service game of his young career as he tries to serve it out and become the national junior boys champion.
I can hear something now.
He's giving his mom the evil eye with her throwing talents, trying to get the energy drink over the fence. Well done, Mom.
And I think we've seen with all the professionals that saving for the match is not so easy. And the nerves might get the better of him. But so far, I think he should not have any problems to close out the game. This is a big one for him. And that note from Mr. Lopcha, I think, is saying, yes, you can do it. Still within reach. You gotta believe. Connor Doig to serve for the match, leading 5-2. Lopcha went big on that one, but it missed the line. I think Connor can smell it now. He can smell the blood. He's going for a kill.
I think he's smelling the rain, so he knows he needs to get a move on. 40 love, and the young man from Gauteng Central has 3 championship points. He only needs one of them, and he's very excited. There we go. Mr. and Mrs. Doig are elated. A fantastic win for the young Connor Doig as he closes out this match in 3 sets. 6-2 in the 3rd set, and is crowned the new national junior boys champion. Owen, what a couple of weeks this man has had. 3 finals, winning 2 of the titles. I'm telling you, he's going to take the Free State Tennis Stadium with him in his bag, and wherever he goes, he'd like to play on those courts, man.
Yeah, Mike, this has been a great time for him. And I'm sure the parents will be very happy and proud.
And so they should be in a nice little moment where they're sharing it with their parents. And there we go, Lopcha's mother just coming to congratulate him on making the finals and probably consoling him on the final. Nonetheless, Owen, high quality tennis. It was really nice to see that both gentlemen were playing to win. They were not going to sit back and kind of wait for the cards to fall. They were trying to win it from both sides of the net.
All right, Mike, they pushed each other right from the first set, and it was beautiful to watch. It could have gone either way, but Connor showed the mettle and he is the champ.
It's a fantastic win for him, and we've run through these stats several times. But you can see that the serving in the end went to Connor Doig, and it took a while because initially it was Ruan Loubser was winning almost every point. At one stage we saw a stat where he was winning 100% of the first serve points.
Yes.
So it was Connor Doig that became more and more effective as we moved into the match. As you can see, total points 95 to 84. They've spent the best of 3 sets, and there is only 11 points difference in a national title. Both of these guys doing tennis in South Africa proud. I'm sure you, as Vice President of Free State Tennis, must be very happy with the week's tennis and also the finals that we saw today.
Mike, we could only be happy and proud. This was a great game of game.
Well, thank you so much to our commentary team. I'm now joined by the runner-up, Rohan Loubser. Congratulations for making it thus far. I'm sure you're proud of the way you performed throughout the tournament.
Yeah, it was definitely a good tournament for me. Finals also played well, but Connor just played a bit better than me today.
Would you say you didn't have enough time to prepare for this very final?
No, considering the rain delay we had, I had a lot of time to prepare, maybe too much.
Yeah. And looking at that great start, what were some of the things that actually added to you not maintaining that winning momentum?
Standing right over there, Connor, literally.
Yeah. And what do you make of Connor?
I mean, Connor just played well today. I just haven't played him before, so I didn't really know what to expect coming into the match. But, I mean, he just played well. If he carries on like this, it's only up.
Would you say you executed your game plan the way you wanted it, even though the results didn't go your way at the end?
I would say for the most part I did. I just struggled with my serve and my forehand a bit. Like my first serve percentage wasn't very high today. Connor was able to return my serve and handle it very well, so struggled a bit after the serve, but other than that it was pretty much just Connor.
Were you also able to pin out his weakness as much as he won today?
You know, I wish I could have, but I mean, I think I'll have to think about that for the next time we play.
And what does it mean to participate in a tournament of this magnitude?
It means a lot. I mean, it's great to have credit to all the people running it, the umpires, Ephraim, all the people at the office there taking our scores in and everything. It was a great tournament.
And having your parents here support you, what does that mean for you?
It was nice to see them support me. I mean, I've been touring by myself lately, and it's nice to just change it up and have my parents here. So it was a nice
Does that
touch.
also add a little bit of pressure when your parents are around, just to make sure that, you know, you give them that smile at the end of the day when you guys go back home?
It's only pressure if I play badly, you know. It's only pressure if I play badly.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations for making it thus far and for the way you performed in this very final.
Thanks.
And that is Rohan taking a whole lot of positives from this very tournament. I am now joined by the champion, Connor Doig. Connor, you started off very slowly. Was that part of the game plan?
No, not at all. I think I was just struggling to break his serve. I mean, as you saw, his serve was very good. And first set, I just didn't know what to do, but it got better throughout the match.
Having won a whole lot of games building up to this tournament, would you say this was expected?
I wouldn't say expected. I know Ron, he is a very good player. I played very well today, I think, so yeah.
What are you specifically happy about?
I'm happy about just the way I played. My coach and I have been trying to get a game plan together, and I think I executed it quite well today, so yeah.
Well, congratulations once again, Connor.
Thank you so much.
And that is the champion. Time now to move over to our awards presentation.
Well, really nice to hear from both our champion and our runner-up, and that is what we brought to you today. First of all, it was the girls under-18s final. It was Lené Greyling, the number 2 seed from the Free State, who was a straight sets winner over Nadia Gous from Northwest. That one went 7-5, 6-2, and of course this fabulous 3-set match that we saw with the boys under-18 final. Connor Doig finally over Rohan Loubser, the number 4 seed from the Western Cape. 4-6. 6-3 and 6-2. Well, it's been a long week of hard tennis, and at the end of such a week, it is important to recognize our winners, make sure that they receive their trophies, medals for a week well spent. So, first of all, we had the ladies' final, and of course our champion, Lené Greiling from the Free State. We know that she is the local favorite. She was the second seed, and it's Lené that came through 7-5, 6-2 over Nadia Gous, and a very worthy winner of the ladies' national under 18 title. In the boys section, of course, this was the wonderful match that we just watched right now, and it was our runner-up, Rohan Loubser, who came out firing in the first set, but unfortunately couldn't sustain it. He's our runner-up from the Western Cape, and just a fantastic week for this young man. In the end, it was the man in form. He was unseeded here at the Nationals, but the Free State Junior Open he won. He made the finals of the Senior Open, and here in the National Boys Under 18, he has come through the whole draw unseeded from Gauteng Central, and it is Conor Doig that is our national champion. Of course, it's TSA President Gavin Crooks that is handing over all the trophies and congratulating our national junior champions. Well, there's a lovely shot of the two titans that went each other for 3 sets. And if I say so myself, the quality of tennis was phenomenal. Well done, and congratulations to these two young men. Oh, there we go. Nice shot with the coach. These coaches work hard to get these young men and young ladies into form. And there we go. A wonderful photo of our boys runners-up with our girls champion. So Rohan Loubser with Lené Greiling. And there we go. What a proud moment. Coach of the tournament with his charge, who is the national champion. Well, we've had to go through this ceremony rather quickly, and for those of you who are watching that can't see around us, there's lightning all over the place and the weather is coming in fast. You can see the drops on the screen starting to come down. We thank everybody in the Free State for hosting the Nationals. Thank you very much to Owen Kumalu, our Vice President of Free State Tennis, to the Vision View team. It's been a wonderful week, and we thank you until next time. Goodbye.